Okay, let's go. My first question is to prepare a sequence shot, even if it isn't real and it has some cuts on it, it's very complicated and it takes a lot of time. So how was this preparation of the movie?
Well, yeah, there was a lot of preparation. I remember going to the location around this time last year, and it was snowing everywhere, to figure out if this place was the place we could actually make the movie. Because, you know, you've got the script, but then it's so dependent on the location. Yeah. You had to find the right place and then rewrite the script according to that location. So we figured out that we could do it there, and the script started to be rewritten a bit. And then I went out there 2 weeks before and started working on the action with Tim Mann and how we would do the action design. And then a week before we started shooting, there was rehearsals with all the actors going over all the major scenes, or all of the scenes, and how we were going to block it out and how we would shoot it. And obviously to figure out the magic cuts. And there was a lot of stuff done that didn't even involve me because, you know, I'm just the actor.
I guess you helped a lot with the action, but which part of the movie was the hardest?
Well, the action's the hardest, isn't it? It's always going to be the hardest. I was pretty beat up by the time I finished it. It was shot chronologically, pretty much. So by the time I was doing the end fight sequence, I really didn't have much left in me. And you can tell on the screen, but I was absolutely shattered. Now I am fighting Jess Loudon, who's, you know, a UFC fighter. And I was absolutely going into that completely and utterly destroyed. So it wasn't easy. And you don't see all the takes that didn't make it, that were on the cutting room floor. You know, you only see the ones. But all the action sequences are legitimately filmed in one single take. Whoa. So it was hard.
Yeah, I guess. Okay, in the movie, well, the movie plays a lot with the patience of the characters. So, I mean, they discuss about if they should kill the terrorist or not, because he knows or not where the bomb is, etc. So, hypothetically, if you were there, would you be with the ones who want to keep him alive, or you would have less patience and you would love to kill him because of the mess that is going on?
Well, I'd like to think I'd be the hero and make the right decision, but maybe I'm the coward and I'll just kill him and throw him out.
Yeah, you would like to be the hero because
you'd like to think you do the right thing, but really you never know until you're in that situation, right?
Yeah, I want to ask you about this because you have played the villain in other very famous films. You also are going to be in John Wick. What do you enjoy most? Being the good guy in the movies or being the bad guy?
I think I like being the bad guy. It's too much fun. It's too much fun. I really enjoy it.
Yeah.
The thing is as well, though, when you're the lead, you've got such a massive workload that the filming of the movie isn't necessarily fun. But if you're the bad guy, you're probably not in the film as much. And so you've got a little bit more downtime. And I think that's probably why I enjoy those movies a bit more, because it's less on my shoulders and I can relax a little bit and it's a more enjoyable process. And that's probably part of why I enjoy it as well. When you're the main man and you're the hero, you're tired, you're working a lot.
Yeah, it's a lot of pressure.
Yeah.
So in this kind of movies, you do a lot of martial arts because you are an expert at that, but you also use guns and knives. So what do you like the most? The part where you have to prepare all the choreographies, or watching everything exploding and there's a lot of blood and everything?
What do I like most, the choreographing or watching people's heads explode?
Exactly.
What you mean, like the guns and?
Yeah, guns.
Yeah. Well, it's more fun to fire the guns.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just good fun. You know, it is good fun firing guns. Let's be honest, it's enjoyable. Every boy can enjoy a bit of that. And the fighting, it's fun to see the finished product when it works, but the doing of it, I won't say that that's enjoyable. because it's painful. It hurts. So,
Yeah, I
there's
guess.
my answer.
Okay, well, I work for a video game website, so I don't know if you're a gaming person or you were when you were younger or whatever, but if so, which is your favorite action game?
Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah?
That's the
Cool.
best, right?
Yeah, probably, yeah.
I
One of
was
the most
actually playing
famous.
it last night. I haven't played the computer in ages.
Mhm.
And I dug out the PS4 for my daughter, who's now 10. And she wasn't playing Grand Theft Auto, of course not. But then I started playing it and I got back into it again. That's a great game.
Yeah, it is.
But I
Your
have
favorite?
stopped playing games really, so I don't really know if there's anything better than that now.
No, that's a great game.
Yeah.
And your favorite action movie?
Well, that's a tough question. One
Yeah.
shot. Favorite action movie, probably the best action movie ever made, in my opinion. And I'm not talking about martial arts movie, I'm talking about action movie. I think it's Predator.
Predator. Whoa. Yeah, it's a cool choice.
Perfect. It's the only choice. Come on, don't give me that.
The first one, right? For the whole.
Yeah, the Arnold Schwarzenegger Predator. That's perfect action film.
Yeah. Okay, let's talk about you. You have a black belt in lots of disciplines. And I can say, because when I was a kid, I also did Taekwondo and I have a green belt. So I know it requires a lot of sacrifice. So how did you do it? How did you prepare yourself for all these different martial arts? And I mean, were they all at the same time when you were a kid, or it has been more while you are growing up, one after the other?
It's not difficult if you enjoy it. If you love it, then it is what it is. You don't need to motivate yourself to go to the gym. And that's when you found something. If you found something like that and it's your calling and it's who you are as a person, it's a gift, isn't it? You don't need to motivate yourself. And what a great hobby to have, because it keeps you in shape. It teaches you how to look after yourself and your friends and your family. And it gives you a sense of, honor and being righteous and doing good things for people. It teaches you the correct ways to live your life as a boy to become a man. So yeah, I mean, I recommend it to all people. But if you just genuinely love it, then that's perfect, because it's going to sort you out. It's going to keep you fit, and it's going to make you a better person.
Yeah, it also teaches you a lot of discipline. So when did you start having interested in martial arts?
I was 10 years old and I went because my brother and my dad did it. And then I just continued to do it and I never stopped.
Cool. So nowadays you do a lot of movies. You do a lot of exercise, which you also, from time to time, you record for your YouTube channel. You also interview people. So how much time do you sleep? I mean, where do you find all this energy to do all this?
Yeah, you're quite right. That's why I had to stop doing that, because it was just taking up too much time. And it was like, I've got ideas of films that I want to write and all the rest of it, but I was constantly just doing the art of action and my YouTube kicking stuff. But it was fun, when the pandemic was on, there was nothing else to do. And that's why I did it. And I want to do one more season. I've got some people that have agreed to talk to me, some real stonkers as well. It's going to be good. But then maybe that'll be it for the art of action. But I like to think that if you wanted to be an action director, you don't need to go to film school. You need to watch the Scott Adkins Art of Action show, and you know everything there is to know.
I wanted to ask you about that. When did you came up with that idea? Because for people like me who love action movies, it's great. It's incredibly great. Those videos are amazing.
Yeah, I don't know how it just popped in there. Let me, why don't I interview other action actors, stuntmen, directors, and kind of, number one, I got to talk to some people that I admired. Number two, it kept me relevant while there was nothing going on. And number three, yeah, it's my little contribution to action cinema so that people can talk to people like me and people that do it the best way and understand why it works and how to do it that way, and to try and put the last nail in the coffin of shaky cam.
Cool. So in the last, we can say more or less 5 years or so, you have become a very well-known actor. You have been in lots of very famous movies. You are going to be in lots of very famous movies. Does the fame and the public attention have affected you in any way in your routine? No.
I don't think so. I don't think so. Oi, where's my coffee? No, I think it didn't happen straight away for me. It's not that it hurt my throat, that did. It's not like I became an overnight success, so I'm pretty grounded. I still live in the same town that I was born in, and I've still got the same friends, and they tell me I'm an idiot, and I'll still have to go and wash the dishes later, and otherwise my wife will beat me. So,
well,
you know,
that's cool. That's cool. Keep that away.
I didn't get wrapped up in anything, and I'm not that famous anyway, so it's fine.
Okay, so I mean, you have a lot of movies that are going to be released, apart from one shot here in Spain. Which one are you most excited about?
Well, One Shot, of course.
Yeah.
Because it's a very good movie. I'm super proud of it. You know, there's, I think that One Shot conceit that we're doing there, I think it works extremely well, especially for the type of story that we're telling. It's, you know, claustrophobic at times and intense, and the action works really well. And I'm very proud of what we did. And I urge people to get to the big screen at the cinema and to watch it the way it's supposed to be seen.
Exactly, because I watch it on my computer, sadly, but I think
Don't do what he did.
Yeah, exactly. Go to the cinema. Because no, I think that movies like this should be seen in the big screen. And I read that Ben Affleck some days ago said that in the near future, there will be, in the theaters, there will only be the biggest blockbusters and everything else will be at home. So what's your opinion? Because I think that this kind of movies should also be always seen in the big screen, on the big screen. Sorry.
Yeah, I agree, but it's up to the public, isn't it? The public have to make the effort to get out to the cinema and to support those movies. And if they're only supporting, you know, Spider-Man No Way Home, then that is just the way it's going to go. I mean, you can see why he's saying that, because we have such amazing TV screens in our homes and sound systems, and you can get quite close to a theatrical experience in some way, but you can't beat sitting in a dark theater, feeling the energy of the crowd, and, you know, being in a place where if you start looking at your phone with a bright light on, someone's going to tell you to, "Oh, put that down, mate. Came here to watch the film." You know, it takes you away from the distractions. But yeah, technology changes things, so we'll see what happens. Are
you more optimistic or pessimistic about that?
Probably pessimistic, especially with the pandemic making it. I mean, a lot of theaters have shut, haven't they? I mean, it's difficult. I'm a parent. I got young kids. It's hard to get to the cinema. You know, it's a lot easier to put the kids to bed and try and sneak a movie on the TV. But it's really up to the public to do their bit.
Yeah. Well, let's hope it gets better.
Yeah.
Well, I think for me, that's all. So for me, it has been a pleasure. And again, well, congratulations for the movie, because I enjoyed a lot. Even if I watch it on the computer, I enjoyed a lot. It's very funny.
Thanks.
So good luck.
Thank you.